And welcome to On the Infield, South Australia's only true Speedway show. Tonight we're bringing you action from the Sunline Speedway at Waikerie when we bring to you the South Australian V6 Sprint Championship. So without any further ado, let's get into the action at the Sunline Speedway as we bring to you heat number 1 of the South Australian V6 Sprint Championship.
So the cars are on the racetrack here at Waikerie for the opening heat of the 2005 South Australian V6 Sprint title. Proudly being brought to you by Adelaide Truck Refinishes here this evening. Luke Farron out of the Riverland to lead them in on his outside. Lee Rothy in car number 19, and we're away into turn number 1. It'll be the Luke Farron in car 23. He will make the move into the 1 and 2 and lead them down the back straight away for the first time. Have a look at that, 3 wide down the back chute as it's Ben Hall in car number 8. Luke Farron and also Lee Rothy wheel to wheel out of turn number 4, so it's Ben Hall who will lead. Second spot at the moment is Luke Farron in car 23. Here comes Tim Crouch in car number 12, driving tonight for the Des family in memory of course, Des James, who passed away only a matter of a few weeks ago. But out in front, it's still Ben Hall in car number 8. Then it's the 23 of Luke Farron hanging in very nicely at the moment. Then it's the 12 of Tim Crouch. Then it's the 19 of Lee Rothy, the rookie driver in the V6 Sprint category this season. Oh, the 23 of Luke Farron got very sideways out of turn number 4. And as a result, both Tim Crouch and also the 19 of Lee Rothy went past him. As we have a look at Greg Bell in car number 2, having his first run of the season, the Mule Wipe Machine once again. The 23 of Luke Farron very high indeed in turn number 2. And as a result, a number of cars has gone past him, but have a look at Ben Hall out in front. The Cymex tyres, number 8, working very nicely indeed around this tight Riverland venue here at Waikerie. But it's still Ben Hall leading Tim Crouch in car number 12, the defending South Australian V6 Sprint champion. Another lap down in the book, and it's still Ben Hall with a commanding lead over Tim Crouch. Third at the moment is still Lee Rothy in car number 19 as they head down the back straight away. A good crowd here in the house tonight, here at the opening event of the 2005 Sunline Speedway season. But it's still Ben Hall out in front. He's about to put a lap down on a couple of other competitors as he heads down the back straight away. The first to go a lap down should be the 41 of Kelvin Burns, the all-green machine. In fact, Burns very sideways indeed out of turn number 4, and he'll go a lap down. Our race leader Ben Hall. It's still the 12 of Tim Crouch in the second spot, and a long way back to the third place runner at the moment, which is Lee Rothy in car number 19. But as the race continues up in front, the number 8 of Ben Hall looks to be unstoppable at the moment. He's about to put a lap down on car number 9 of Dale Constantine, and he'll do the job in turn number 1 and 2 as he exits turn number 2. A very nice pass by Ben Hall on one of the lap competitors. Now the next car to go past the number 9 will be the 12 of Tim Crouch, who's lost one of the cars down there in turn number 4. Looks like it may have been the 2 of Greg Bell. And the caution lights are out. On the restart, we've got Ben Hall followed by Tim Crouch. Then we've got the lap car of Dale Constantine. Then it's the machine of Lee Rothy in the 19. And tucked in behind him is Scott Agars in car number 13, a driver we haven't spoken too much about in this event so far. As they come out of turn number 4, the 8 of Ben Hall continues to lead in the immaculately presented Cymex tyres machine, number 8 on the side. Look at the battle further back now between Lee Rothy and also the black machine there of Scott Agars, and also coming into play there in car number 22 is John McKay in the Adelaide Truck Refinishes number 22 as the checkered flag comes out for the 8 of Ben Hall. Second will go to Tim Crouch and third to Lee Rothy, and a great drive from John McKay in car number 22 to pick up 4th.
Standing here with tonight's On the Infield sponsor, John McKay from Adelaide Truck Refinishes. John, how'd you go in that first heat?
Yeah, not too bad. We started out of 3. The car was a bit tight to start off with there, but obviously it's just a new track, and first time out here in the country. We've come away from our home track at Murray Bridge, and just another challenge. It should be good. But no, it went well. Car was happy.
So it's your first season in the V6 Sprints. How are you finding it?
Excellent, mate. Yeah, it's probably my lifetime ambition is to hop in a car and have a drive myself. Something I've always loved. It's been in our family for a long time, and I reckon it's just a marvellous class to start off with. It's just really good, really enjoying it.
Because you've been involved sponsoring a lot of cars in the past, Darryl Downing, Darren Maggs. It's good to see you actually out here.
Yeah, well, that's it. A lot of people have said that it's about time you stop giving everybody else some money and have a bit of a shot yourself, So I am really, really enjoying it. I've met some great people through the Speedway, and hopefully it's something that goes on for a lot longer yet.
Now, when the South Australian title was given to the Waikerie Speedway. What was your impressions of that event, knowing that you're going to be competing in it?
Oh no, I was wrapped. It's obviously your first time for a title. I've been champion at the bit probably since Sunday night. So, you know, you're getting ready for a big week, and it was good to come for another track. And Waikeree's a nice little place. It's the first time I've been here, but no, it's really good. I'm really happy.
Oh, well, thanks for also getting behind the show tonight, and we also wish you all the best for the remaining 2 heats and also feature.
Thanks very much. Yep, I really enjoy it.
So heat number 2 being led in by the number 6 of Michael Buxell. On his outside, the 46, the rookie racer Nathan Simpson. And Simpson will get the job done as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Have a look at Matt Agle in car number 21. He'll run in the second spot as we crossed a couple of laps into this V6 Sprint heat race number 2, and we still see it's Nathan Simpson out in front, followed by Matt Agle in car number 21. Simpson, the former international 500cc solo rider, has made the transition into the V6 Sprints very nicely indeed, and he'll be pretty happy to rack up a victory here if he can in the South Australian title. But have a look at the 21 of Matt Agle. He's all over the tail tank of the 46 of Nathan Simpson as they head through turns number 3 and 4. The Simpson crash, number 46 out in front, followed by the OG Speed Shop, number 21 Murphy of Matt Agle. Oh, Nathan Simpson very sideways there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Matt Agle was forced to get off the gas and lost a bit of ground to our race leader, but it's still Nathan Simpson who leads, running right around the bottom side of the racetrack. He's saying to Matt Agle, if you're going to pass me, you're going to go right around the outside, and that's about Matt Agle's only option at the moment, as Nathan Simpson is running a very nice line in car number 46, the yellow and black machine. There you see Matt Agle now moving up onto the top side of the racetrack, as you can sense that Nathan Simpson isn't going to make a mistake down the bottom there. Once again, Agle to the outside in turn number 2, couldn't quite get the move, and the 46 of Simpson starts to stretch his lead once again. This is an impressive drive from Nathan Simpson. He's only had about 5 or 6 starts in the V6 Sprint this season, and he's putting in a very nice drive here indeed as Matt Agle once again heads to the outside. Matt Agle has been in sensational form this season in car number 21. He's been recording feature race victories at will, and Nathan Simpson, if he can record a heat win here, a giant killing effort it will be to defeat Matt Agle in car 21, as they're about to put a lap down on Greg Bell in car number 2. Bell does the right thing and gets out of the way of our 2 race leaders as they head through turns number 3 and 4. Only a lap remaining here in heat number 2 of the V6 Sprints, as our leaders are in turns 1 and 2. The yellow lights are on as Lee Rothy looks like he may have lost a wheel on car number 19, and the race has been declared Simpson your heat winner.
I'm here with one of the pre-event favourites, Matt Agle. Matt, welcome to the Sunline Speedway at Waikerie.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, Waikerie Speedway, is it one of your favourites, or have you come here with a little bit of apprehension?
Actually, I've never even run here before, so the hot laps I did before, the car felt good, and I enjoyed the track as well, so looking forward to it.
Now, last season you finished second in the state title at Renmark. I guess you're hoping to go one better?
Oh yeah, for sure. After last year, I was pretty angry with myself after sitting on pole, and then just stuffing the start up there, and Crouchy got me, so yeah, hopefully if I can sit on pole again, I won't let that happen again.
Now, as I mentioned, one of the pre-event favourites for this event, how does that sit with you?
Oh yeah, it's got to give you a bit of confidence, so just hopefully I have a good run through the heats, stay out of trouble, see where we're in the feature and go from there.
Now, as most people know, Des James passing away on the weekend, how'd that actually affect you?
Biggest shock I've ever had. Like, you'd never think it would happen at the track, and he was a good bloke and he'd be sadly missed, so yeah, it's no good.
Well, all the best for tonight. I know you'll be eagerly awaiting your first heat race, so all the best for tonight, the feature event also.
Yeah, looking forward to it, so hopefully it's a good result for us. Thanks.
Heat race number 3 now under the floodlights here at the Waikerie Speedway. Tim Crouch to lead them in car number 12. On his outside, the 77 of Nathan Squires as we go green into turn number 1 and 2 to be the 12 of Tim Crouch, who will lead them down the back chute for the first time. The yellow lights are out. We're on for a restart here. Tim Crouch in car number 12 once again will lead them in. Have a look at Nathan Simpson in car 46 right around the outside. Also the 21 of Matt Agle. Oh, contact there between Agle and the 13 of Scott Agars. Once again, 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Oh, cars going in all directions. And Nathan Squires, the big loser in car number 77 out of that altercation. As we continue here at Waikerie, heat race number 3 of the V6 Sprints. The yellow lights are on once again. And a complete restart, so Nathan Squires will get a third go at it here in car 77 from the front row. Tim Crouch in car number 12 once again will lead him into turns number 1 and 2. Ben Hall in car number 8 once again, the 21 of Matt Agle right around the outside through turns 1 and 2. Also the 13 of Scott Agars forcing his way forward. But speaking of forcing his way, look at the 21 of Matt Agle. Started deep in the pack here, and within a lap the 21 machine is up into third. So we've got Tim Crouch in car 12, the 8 of Ben Hall, the 21 of Matt Agle. 3 of the heavy hitters of V6 Sprint Racing, running 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. And don't forget Scott Agars back there in 4th in car number 13. And the sensational rookie car 46 of Nathan Simpson in 5th spot. This heat has got a lot of the leading contenders in it as they come out of turn number 4. It's car 12 for Tim Crouch, the leader, driving of course the Des James race car. This would be an emotional win if Tim Crouch could hang on to record a heat win in the South Australian V6 Sprint Championship here at the Sunline Speedway at Waikerie. As they come out of turn number 4, it's still Tim Crouch doing the business in car number 12. Have a look at the battle now developing for second and third. Ben Hall and the 21 of Agle. Oh, contact as they head it down the back straight away. Agle in car 21. Looked like he may have run over the left front of Ben Hall as they headed down out of turn number 2, but no harm, no foul as the race continues. In fact, the 8 of Ben Hall is out of it. We can't see him. In fact, the yellow lights are on, and Ben Hall has come to a halt down there in turn number 3. Tragedy there for Ben Hall in car number 8. To drop a heat here in the South Australian title could be crucial later on in the proceedings when they line up for the feature event. Have a look at Scott Agars in car number 13. Tried the big move on the 21 of Matt Agle, but it's still the 12 of Tim Crouch, the defending South Australian V6 Sprint champion. He won it last year at the Renmark Speedway. Tonight he'll be looking to defend it here at Waikerie. Oh, he got a little sideways out of turn number 2. Agle tries to capitalise on the situation as he heads into turn number 3 and 4, but it's still Tim Crouch out in front. Second is the 21 of Agle, third the 13 of Scott Agars, and fourth is the 46 of Nathan Simpson. As once again they scream down the back straightaway. These Mitsubishi V6 Sprint power plants absolutely howling as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is still Tim Crouch followed by Matt Agle. Has Agle got anything in reserve for Tim Crouch as they head into turns number 3 and 4? These two drivers bitter enemies on the racetrack, as we found out earlier. Tim Crouch defeated Matt Agle in last year's state title. This is how they finished. And Matt Agle really wouldn't like to run second here to Tim Crouch as they go into turns number 3 and 4. This is an impressive drive from Tim Crouch. He hadn't driven this car up until tonight, and he takes the win in Heat 3. Second to Agle, third to the 13 of Scott Agars. Then we go back to Nathan Simpson and Nathan Squires. Michael Bucks-Allen also in the field there. The final heat now of the V6 Sprint Championship here at Waikerie. The 41 of Kelvin Burns to lead them in. The 13 of Scott Agars, Matt Agle, Nathan Squires, Nathan Simpson, all involved in this one as they head into turns number 1 and 2. The 41 of Kelvin Burns got an absolute shocker on the start and is already back to about 5th or 6th place on the racetrack after starting on the pole. But at the completion of that particular lap, the 13 of Scott Agars will pace the field. Second is the 21 of Matt Agle. Then we go back to the 8 of Ben Hall. And a great dice developing further back for 4th, 5th and 6th on the racetrack. It looks like Nathan Simpson leads that particular pack, but out in front it's still the 13 of the Agars Race Products. Car driven by Scott Agars. Second is the 21 of Matt Agle as the caution lights are out. It looks like a couple of the racetrack lights have gone out. So the situation has been sorted out and we're about to go racing once again out of turn number 4. The 13 of Scott Agars stands on it as he comes out of turn number 4, and he'll lead them once again into turns number 1 and 2. Matt Agle still sitting back there in the second spot. Then we go back to the 8 of Ben Hall. Oh, have a look at Matt Agle up on 2 wheels there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Bit of a bicycle there from Matt Agle. lucky to keep it on all four wheels. This is a great battle up in front. Scott Agars, Matt Agle, then we got Ben Hall dropping a little bit further back into the clutches of the 46 of Nathan Simpson. In fact, Ben Hall very sideways there, exiting turn number 4. And in fact, it looks like the 46 of Nathan Simpson has spun it out down there in turn number 4, elevating the 12 of Tim Crouch up into the 4th spot. As you can see there, a fair bit of dust in turn 4. I'd say that was for Nathan Simpson, who would have looped it down there in turn 4 on the previous lap. So rotten luck there for Simpson. He's now at the tail of the field with only a couple of laps remaining. The big move now happening. Up in the 2nd spot is Ben Hall in car number 8. He's put the 13 of Scott Agars back 1 spot. Our race leader, Matt Agle, is running away with it as he heads down the back straight away. This will give him some great confidence heading into the final event. Coming up later on in the program, it's still Matt Agle in car 21. Then it's the very impressive Ben Hall in the 2nd spot. Tim Crouch is now snuck by Scott Agars for 3rd. Have a look at Matt Agle, very smooth indeed as he comes out of turn number 4. As you can see, he's about to put a lap down on the 46 of Nathan Simpson, who was earlier running in the 4th spot on the racetrack. As once again our race leader heads down into turns number 3 and 4. He's got this one signed, sealed and delivered as he comes out of turn number 4. Barring any sort of mechanical dramas, Matt Agle will record a very impressive heat race win here at the Sunline Speedway as he heads down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. And Matt Agle is your final heat race winner as the checkered flag comes out. 2nd will go to Ben Hall, 3rd to Tim Crouch. Just waiting on the 4th place getter to make his way past the finish line. Scott Agars has gone missing somewhere. There's a 77 of Nathan Squires comes through, and there's the 13 of Agars just limping across the line. So Scott Agars obviously encountering some troubles on the final lap. So 20 big laps coming up for the final of the 2005 South Australian V6 Sprint Championship, proudly being brought to you by Adelaide Truck Refinishes. And we're green with Matt Agle and also Tim Crouch in the front row. Agle got a very nice jump and he'll lead them out of turn number 2 for the first time as we head down the back straight away. Tim Crouch in hot pursuit. Then we go back to the 8 of Ben Hall. Then it's the 13 of Scott Agars in the 4th spot. As this huge field of V6 sprints head down the front straight away into turns number 1 and 2. It's an impressive sight here at the Sunline Speedway. A full field of these V6 sprint competitors here this evening to support the 2005 championship event. Oh, have a look at the action out of turn number 4. Look like Scott Agars and also the 46 of Nathan Simpson may have got together. But those two drivers are continuing down the back straight away into turns number 3 and 4. They're running in the 4th and 5th spots respectively as the yellow lights are on, and we'll cross to the restart. The 21 of Matt Agle to lead them in. Then we've got Ben Hall, Scott Agars, Nathan Simpson. So we're missing Tim Crouch in car number 12. He cut the left rear tyre and he came to a halt. So Crouchy's dream of back-to-back state titles has come to an end. And tragedy for, of course, the James family as well. He was running so competitively at the front of the field, but it's still the 21 of Matt Agle who leads, and it's the 8 of Ben Hall in the 2nd spot. Agle starting to stretch his legs out in front as he heads into turn number 3 and 4. This impressive youngster is doing the business out in front. 2nd spot, Ben Hall, another up-and-coming star of South Australian Speedway competition. Then it's the Agars, the 2nd generation driver. Scott Agars, of course, his father Zeke, a very successful sprint car driver in the 70s and 80s. As they come out of turn number 4, it's still Matt Agle in car 21. He seems to be doing it quite easily at the moment out in front. Ben Hall has no answer for him at the moment in the 2nd spot. Then it's the 13 of Scott Agars and the 46 of Nathan Simpson. He probably can't believe he's running in 4th spot in his first state title competition. Oh, and he completes a nice little 360 chocky donut style in turn number 4. It's dropped him back a couple of spots, but he continues on in the Simpson crash number 46. But it's still the 21 of Matt Agle, who is mastering these slick conditions very nicely indeed aboard the number 21 OG Speed Shop SA Mowers Murphy as he heads down the back straightaway. Hasn't been running V6 sprints all that long, but he really has made an impact on the South Australian V6 sprint scene as he heads now into turn number 1 and 2 past the pit gate. Oh, we've got a car upside down in turn number 3. Oh, it's the 13 of Scott Agars and also the 46 of Nathan Simpson also involved. I'll have a look at the 13 of Agars. The car lost the left rear tyre in the car just dug in and rolled in spectacular fashion in turn number 3, off camera of course. And unfortunately we just caught the end of it, but we're back under green and it's still the 21 of Matt Agle who leads. Second at the moment is car number 8 of Ben Hall, and the surprise at the moment in third spot is car number 22 of John McKay, another one of the South Australian rookie drivers in the Adelaide Truckery, finishes Garden Grove number 22. And in fact he is Matt Agle's teammate, so the Agle Racing team running 1 and 3 at the moment. It'd be a great outcome if he could stay in the third spot. Fourth at the moment is the 77 of Nathan Squires, another one of the South Australian rookies. And then we go back to the last car on the racetrack, the veteran in car number 6, Michael Bucks Allen. This race really has proved to be a survival of the fittest, with only 5 cars remaining out of the initial 13 that started the event. And it's Matt Agle out in front, continues to do it quite easily in the number 21 machine. Then we go back to Ben Hall, who doesn't seem to really have an answer for our race leader at this stage of the event. We've only got a handful of laps remaining here in the 2005 Adelaide Truckery finishes South Australian V6 Sprint Championship. And just have a look at the style of Matt Agle as he comes out of turn number 4. He really is a great prospect for South Australian Speedway in the future. It'll be great to see him secure a full-time speed car or even sprint car drive later on in his career, but he's still only a young man, and the V6 sprint category really is a great way to learn your craft. Of course, drivers such as Wayne Rout and also Dylan Jenkin have come out of the V6 sprint category to run sprint cars, and the 22 of John McKay has spun it down there in the middle of turns 3 and 4 and has handed his third spot in the order to the 77 of Nathan Squires. Fourth at the moment is the 6 of Michael Bucks Allen, the 22 of John McKay at the tail of the field. And I don't really have to repeat that Matt Agle and Ben Hall currently run 1 and 2. We're about to go green. We've got 3 laps remaining here in the final here at the Sunline Speedway. Adelaide Truckery finishes bringing you the action. And it's the 21 of Matt Agle who leads them down the back straightaway. Then it's the number 8 of Ben Hall in the second spot. Ken Hall pulls something out of his bag of tricks to get past the 21 of Agle. As the caution lights come out, so once again Ben Hall will have the opportunity to pass Agle on the restart, and with only 3 laps to go, this is probably going to be his last chance. Will we see a big desperate move from Hall down in turn number 1 and 2 on the restart? We'll soon see. We're about to go racing. Agle to lead them in once again as the green flag comes out. Agle in car number 21 really had the line covered there in turn number 1 and 2, and Ben Hall had no chance to get by the number 21. So it really has come down to a match race between Agle and Ben Hall. Nathan Squires in car 77 runs in the third spot. I bet he's really surprised about that one in his first season of V6 sprint racing. Wouldn't have thought that he'd be third in the South Australian Championship final, but it's Matt Agle in car number 21. He only has to hold on for another 2 laps as he heads into turns number 1 and 2 past the pit turn. Matt Agle finished second in the state title last year to Tim Crouch. Can he go one better as he goes into turns number 3 and 4? He's only got 360 metres to go once he passes the start-finish line. The white flag now on display as he heads down the back straightaway now for the final time. The 2005 Adelaide Truckery finishes South Australian V6 Sprint Champion will be Matt Agle. Second will go to the 8 of Ben Hall. And in third spot, the 77 of Nathan Squires in an impressive drive, followed by Michael Bucks Allen and John McKay. But Matt Agle is the new South Australian V6 Sprint Champion. Congratulations to the young man. And with the checkered flag in hand, he does a reverse Kawiki lap in recognition, of course, to Des James, who this event was run in memory of. As he heads down towards turns 3 and 4, he's getting great applause from the crowd here at the Sunline Speedway, and it really was a near capacity crowd here tonight. And a great way to kick off the 2005 Sunline Speedway season. Of course, the next event will be our Sunday night on April the 24th with the final round of the South Australian 360 cubic inch sprint car series. And that one should be a great event. But tonight, Matt Agle was the star of the show, taking out the 2005 South Australian V6 Sprint Championship.
All his sponsors. It'd be great to see this kid in the sprint car one day. He has driven the speed car already. Still has plenty of years ahead of him. And Matt Agle, the winner. He's number 21.